In this video, we'll go over some of the procedures to get your off-road vehicle permitted so you can ride in Big Cypress National Preserve, which is located in Southwest Florida. During different times of the year, you can get permits to fish, hunt, go frogging, and look at wildlife in the Big Cypress National Preserve. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. We just arrived at the Nathaniel P. Reed Visitor Center. This is where you're going to come to get your pass and permit for your ATVs and side-by-sides. The gentleman in there should come out and he's going to look at it real quick, inspect it. The most important part, they told me, it has to have a spark arrestor so it doesn't spark. In this dry heat, everything is dry and it could set the Everglades on fire. That's the last thing we want to do. So let's go inside and see what we have to do. So once you arrive at the visitor center, make your way to the office on the right hand side and you'll meet one of the park officers. Make sure you bring your title for the vehicle that you want to pass for and your driver's license. After you give them this documentation, you'll take a small quiz. It's very easy. He'll give you a pamphlet, you read over it, then he gives you a quiz, and upon passing the quiz, you'll go outside with the gentleman. He'll do a quick inspection of your vehicle and make sure it has working lights, brake lights, and the biggest thing was the spark arrestor. They don't want forest fires and they're very big on that. So just make sure your vehicle's up to par and you'll pay for your permit. It's $100 and they'll give it to you there and you can ride the very same day. Thank you. You gonna take it out there today, huh? Get her dirtied up. After getting our pass, we left the visitor center and headed east towards the westernmost part of Loop Road, which is also the Monroe Station parking lot. This is where we parked our car and our trailer and we unloaded for the day. This parking lot is about 15 miles east of the Nathaniel Reed Visitor Center. So once you get your pass, you have to put in the gate code. This is just one of several entrances to the preserve. Make sure you lock the gate when you go in and when you leave for the day. For 2024, one important thing to note is that all off-road vehicle trails will be temporarily closed for recreational access from Monday, June 3rd until Friday, August 2nd. This was my first trip out in my brand new 2024 Kawasaki Teryx. I'm very impressed with the way it handled. Although I didn't push it very hard, I'm trying to break it in. Then reached a 20-hour break-in period so I could do my first oil change. But the shocks and everything, the way it handled when I got stuck in the mud, the winch, I'm very happy so far. Make sure you subscribe and I'll be doing a follow-up video in the future. Maybe a 6-month video, a year-long video of how I still like the Kawasaki Teryx. I'm also going to the Hatfield and McCoy trails again in West Virginia this upcoming October. so stay tuned for another exciting video. Our first puddle. So we're out here riding in the middle of the Everglades in Big Cypress National Park, and we came across this house that J.W. Murphy tracked. I can only imagine what the inside looks like, but it looks like somebody stays here. If you know anything about it, leave a comment below. Let me know more about it. I'd be interested to find out what this is. once you're done riding for the day and you exit the gates, make sure you put the lock back on and you cross Southwest 8th Street, pack everything up and go home. Pack up and go home.
There's an alligator there. There's one right there.
Here at the Monroe Station, you can park, unload your off-road vehicle, whether it's a side-by-side or an ATV. As long as you get the pass, you can go in. They'll give you the gate code once you get your permit, and you can go in and enjoy endless hours. Here are all the rules. There's many miles. Just south of us, there's a shooting range. You can hear them shooting. I'm guessing during bear season or hunting season, you can come over here and you weigh whatever you catch. There are restrooms here, male and female, and I'm guessing it's just a hole in the ground. This one looks locked, and this one's open. Here it is. After you finish your ride, you can use the restroom. It's not bad. At least there's a restroom here. What I have in the back of my truck is the rinse kit. I'm going to show you that now. I would use the rinse kit pro. It holds a couple gallons of water, and you just rinse yourself off. And just like that, you're cleaned off. The only problem I had this morning was when I rented the trailer from U-Haul. I rented a trailer with a lift gate that would fall down, which would act as ramps. When I showed up this morning, they told me they didn't have it. The gentleman at the store told me that it's been out for service for a couple weeks now, that they never had it. I did get a phone call from U-Haul. The lady told me that the person that rented it did not return it on time. I don't know which one was the truth. I think they never had it. So when I showed up, they didn't have it. So they rented me this one without ramps. Fortunately, it worked out. My side-by-side has 4x4. I was able to drive it up without the ramps. Saved me some money. U-Haul was not willing to give me a discount. They inconvenienced me. I wanted ramps. I wanted to drive it right up. They told me I needed to rent this one at $29, which is what any other person would be able to rent it for $29. So for inconveniencing me, there was no discount. But fortunately, my side-by-side has 4x4. I was able to drive it right in. I was unhappy at the time, but guess what? This worked out just fine. So for $29, I'm able to rent this one without ramps. I'll drive my ATV right up, and it's gonna work out. Rather than renting the one with ramps, I think it was $49. I don't need that one anymore. So I'll just continue ordering and renting this one off of their app. But note to U-Haul, if you don't have the trailer, you shouldn't rent it. You rented me something that you didn't have. When I showed up, you didn't have it. God forbid I needed the ramps, I would have been out of luck. But this one's gonna work for me, and I'll rent this one in the future.